I will break you. You know why? Because everybody breaks in the end. Hi there YouTube, my name is Nico and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to do a continuation of our series How Does Sound Work? So this will be part 3 of the series, Will the Glass Actually Break? So if you haven't seen the video of How Does Sound Work part 2, you can click the link right up here and that will take you to that video. I am going to refer back to that video a few times in this video and I will show little pieces of that clip as well. If you have seen the previous video, you will have noticed that I measured the frequency of the wine glass using an app. Here is a clip of that. By simply tapping the glass with an object, like the teaspoon for instance, you will hear that ringing sound. That ringing sound is its natural frequency. And interestingly enough, if I tap the glass very softly or much harder, the frequency of the sound will still be the same. I measured a frequency of 594 Hz. That is now indicated by the blue wave on the screen. So that means that there is 594 cycles in 1 second. So as you could see from that clip, the wine glass measured about 594 Hz on the app. So please remember that measuring this with an application and a microphone simply doesn't give you a 100% accurate measurement. It's close, but it's not 100%. But before we get to our new experiment, let's just see what happened in the previous experiment. Okay, so now that we know what happened in the previous experiment, we can make certain adjustments to make sure that this time the glass will break. But will it? A typical speaker, as you can see from this picture, has an angle of about 90 to 120 degrees between the sides of the cone. That means that a lot of the sound is actually getting lost at those angles. It's not directed perpendicular to the actual speaker. It is estimated that between 6 and 12 decibels is getting lost per angle. So if I look at what sound level actually reaches the glass, it's not even close to what the speaker started out with, because a lot of it is getting lost to the sides. With our original experiment, that is probably the reason why I couldn't break the glass with the speaker. The sound was loud enough, I think at least, but I still didn't manage to break the glass. I did affect it, but not enough so that it actually breaks. So what would happen if I can focus those sound waves that are getting lost? What if I can bring them in closer? That means that I might be able to send a much louder volume to the glass. So for those of you who saw the picture that I posted on Facebook and on Twitter, the cone, what will it be used for? To try and focus those sound waves. So if you look at the photos up on the screen right now, you can see that I removed the speaker grill and then I taped the cone to the speaker. You will see that I didn't use the tweeter. That is the horn on top of the speaker. The tweeter has a frequency usually around about 2000 to 20,000 Hz, which means it is well outside of the range of the glass that we want to break. Remember, the glass frequency that we've measured is around about 594 Hz. So the 2000 Hz tweeter will not even come close to affecting this specific glass. After I set up this experiment, you will see that the glass is right in front of the opening of the cone. The hope is that the sound waves are going to be focused by the cone into the glass. And now that everything is set up, I'm ready to start. But of course you have to protect your ears, and that is why I used the earplugs as well as a set of headphones that is sealed and also some eye protection as well, just in case the glass breaks. Well, fingers crossed it does. So, safety first. As you can see from the video on screen right now, you will see that the glass is actually flexing and bending a little bit, and the straw is definitely getting affected as well. However, the glass didn't break. That brings us to our new experiment. The glass is now in front of the cone, and we are going to start with different frequencies. So in the first video, I used 590 Hz as a starting frequency and 600 Hz as the stopping frequency, and I'm going to sweep the frequency range of 590 to 600 in a 2-second period. And look at what happens to the glass and the straw as I'm sweeping this frequency. So I changed the frequencies and the sweeping time about 5 times before I reached a point where I could see something is really happening to the glass. But still, it did not break. So I changed the frequencies again. The starting frequency is now 594 Hz and the stopping frequency 601 Hz. And the sweeping time of 10 seconds. And this was the result. And there we have it. The glass finally broke. It was a little bit different from the 594 Hz than I originally expected. Here is a new glass with a new experiment and the same type of result. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, please remember to click the subscribe button and the like button and leave a comment in the section down below. You can also follow me on Twitter to see when I'm going to release a new video. So please keep safe, and until I see you in the next video, cheers.